Hello everybody, my name is Mathis and welcome to Valhalla. Weren't you gonna have curry? Oh yeah, go took my money. So, we're going back to work. I need what? Stuff for the 30th? We have plenty of money as it is. So, we're all good. We can take a look at the newspaper, see what's going down in newspaper town. The augmented eye, local woman, local hero. This morning, a suicide attempt was thwarted by an unidentified local woman. The incident occurred at the Artemis Will Mall, where people noticed someone was at the rooftop of the building. Firefighters were called as soon as their presence was noticed by the pedestrians, but the person jumped off without notice. Wait, how did that presented then? But the person jumped off without notice. How did that get stopped then? Doesn't make any sense to me. A suicide attempt was thwarted by an unidentified local woman. Noticed someone was at the rooftop. Firefighters were called as soon as their presence was noticed. But the person jumped off without notice. How is that presented? Your writing is terrible. That makes no sense. It says they jumped off anyway. Just when the would-be... Oh. Don't talk to me. Just when the would-be suicide victim jumped off, a local woman was able to catch them midair and fled the scene before anyone could identify her. The mall is taking extra security measures now. Oh! Would that person who saved them be my boss? And would the person who jumped off be the woman who came in unconscious? That's why she thought she was dead. That makes sense. I like it. 70% of our readers consider shrimp ramen to be disgusting. Is they really? I'm sorry, everyone, but that's the dumbest article. I'm not reading it. I think Alice Rabbit might be a dog by Lena Smithy. A dog, you say? Why not? After receiving brain enhancement, they're capable of learning at near human speed. So why is it impossible to imagine a gifted dog who uses their brilliance for programming? It makes a lot of sense, right? Well, maybe. Oh, God. Anybody want to translate this? Go for it. I don't know what it says. But that would explain why we had dogs, like, pee and soap smells before, because they were actual dogs. All right. Well, let's go to work. Maybe some things have happened, or things will happen. It's Wednesday night. Good evening. Hey, Jill. Why are you wearing... Oh, because she left the helmet yesterday, so now she's wearing the helmet. Bah! That's a sound you don't hear of every day. Boss, what are you doing with that helmet? I was just about to ask you where it came from. A white knight came in yesterday. She left and, well, she forgot to take it with her. I figured she'd eventually come looking for it, so I left it under the count. Wait. Do you regularly put things on without asking who they belong to first? I don't plan to evaluate every move, Jill. I'm just act. Anyway, as your boss, I'm taking the helmet until the client comes for it. You sound happy. Well, this helmet is comfortable and cool. And comfortable and cool and really, really cool. Just like the TV says in the back. Hello. Strange that you're late, Gil. Yeah, the traffic was... Gah! Don't run, you have to work to you have work to do. I'm not going back to Hong Kong. Hong Kong. Chief? Sorry, I thought you were someone else. Apparently. I'll leave you to the rest up to you. I'll detonate the Pluto warhead somewhere safe. The what? Where now? Nothing. Never mind. She seems happy. She's been tense these past couple of days. If she's somehow relaxed now, good. Are you all set? Yep. All right. All right, let's pick some songerinos. Let's skip ahead now. You know what? There we go. Here we go. Time to mix drinks and change lives. Hey, brat. You're in luck. I decided to bless this place again. Luck, he says. Oh, Mr. Donovan, welcome to Valhalla. What can I get? Sorry. Welcome to Valhalla. What can I get you? What do you think I want, kid? A big beer? Good thing I played this and I remembered him. All right. Beer. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, excellent. Reset. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Put 5 of those in there. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know that made no goddamn sense the way I counted that, but that's okay. Here you go. Yes, now that's what I call service. That's good to hear. What brings you here today, Mr. Donovan? Today, we were supposed to hand the interns an article topic. All those crazy bitches came flocking to me like the first high schooler with a car. I couldn't deal with it, so I switched places with some poor sap. He was supposed to be doing an interview today, but to hell with that. And thanks to all that shit, I found myself here, blessing your hellhole with my presence. You were here yesterday too. How'd that come about? There's this gal that's performing at a concert later tonight. Yesterday I was tuning the details of the interview I'd have with her today. And like I said, I'd rather work here than deal with a pack of competitive bitches. That was a weird way to pronounce that the way I pronounced that. I see. How was the interview? Easy enough. The fact that the gal had a nice pair of knockers helped. We've come a long way in the department of Lilum sex appeal, I tell ya. She was a Lilum then? What is a... Okay, what's a Lilum, dog? Yeah, one of those new fancy King Class CH-1A models. Is it like a robot? I've heard they're anatomically correct in every way. Ooh, like Data. I wouldn't mind about finding out about that myself. Hey you, the guy with the John face. I guess he just has a John face, man. Huh? Me? What the hell's a John face? Yeah, you. Do I know you? I don't think so, sir. No, I'm pretty sure I know you. Wait. It was the Hong Kong riots 10 years ago, right? I've never been to Hong Kong. I certainly didn't defect from any anti-riot force stealing supplies. Really? That's a bummer. This guy's an idiot. You look like a guy who owes me a drink. You were in those riots, Mr. Donovan? Do I look like some anarchist hippie to you? 10 years ago, I tried to start a silicone business. So I was in Hong Kong talking with investors when those damned riots broke out. Seriously though, did they really think the laws were there trying... Try that again. Seriously though, did they really think the laws they were trying to pass wouldn't backfire? Sometimes my eyes get ahead of my brain when speaking and the words just don't come out correctly. It's my bad. They were openly trying to segregate people with augmentations. Oh shit, Deus Ex! No matter how many they have different capabilities you put in between, it's still segregation. And once people start crying segregation like that, you're doomed. This is the PR century. If you're gonna do that, disguise it a bit. That's a very laconic way of summarizing the incident. I mean, there was a political agenda revolving around cheap labor. And the plan reached such a developed stage because the media was instilling fear in the public. The general fear that augmented people would become power-hungry maniacs was a key factor in the plans. And everything is mostly the aftermath of previous protests where, on second thought, maybe it's better to be laconic. Is that how you say that? I don't even know what that fucking word means. I'll be straight with you, fam. Trying to get the full picture might take you back beyond the Industrial Revolution. All that happened when I got out of high school. I remember I had to turn down a scholarship in Hong Kong because of all that. Scholarship. That's no mean feat, Brett. Well, I guess even without the scholarship, there would have been the language barrier. And I remember I was kind of excited back then because I was really into this one Chinese idol band. It's one of those settings, it's one of those things I'd rather not remember much of. You'd be surprised at how easy Chinese can be. You know how to speak Chinese? The only translator I had available was some pizza-faced pencil neck. And I wasn't gonna allow myself to be seen with that. If someone like me can learn Chinese in 2 weeks, well, I'm guessing a scholarship student might have a chance. Why do I feel like he suddenly challenged me to finally learn Chinese? Chinese? Wait, when you said Chinese, do you mean Mandarin or Cantonese? Tangerine? Canto what? When people say Chinese, they're usually referring to the written word, not the spoken one. It's important to clarify because there are lots of dialects in Chinese language. In Hong Kong, lots of people speak Cantonese, so just saying Chinese won't do. You might have learned Cantonese because you were only going to Hong Kong. Or you might have learned Mandarin because it's the only one spoken by the majority elsewhere. I went to Hong Kong and managed to seal a deal. I have no idea about anything else. Right. Anyways, surely a student with a scholarship can serve a Mars blast too, right? Sure, on it. Let's change the pace, all right. A Mars blast. Mars blast. Does he want a large? He ain't getting a large. Motherfucker, I give him what I'm gonna give him. And if this is not something he wants, too fucking bad. All blended. So we're just gonna go ahead and let this thing shake on up for 5 seconds. Beautiful. That looks delicious. Here. All right. I guess I'll believe your story. Right. Hey kid, I got wasted yesterday, so there's a certain protocol here. Would you mind telling me if I said anything someone could use against me in a court of law? Unless complaining about your investors can be used as a legal weapon, I don't think so. Oh good. Fuck those sons of bitches. What did I tell you? How they wanted unreasonable stuff, how they feel like they have more power than you do, and all that. Oh yeah, I recall something like that, but then again, it seems to be something I say a lot when I'm drunk. Then racial slurs in German. Racial slurs in what? But let me tell you something. There are people worse than your investors. Who? Your clients. Excuse me? Your readers. If you think clients are always right, then you're wrong. Unless I'm the client, that is. We live in an era where PR is the first and only word in anything. You can sell the shittiest of stuff and people will buy it if you're the apple of their eye. But make one fucking mistake and it's over for you. You're suddenly a criminal to them. No chance of appeal. God forbid if they ever catch something you said out of context. A month ago, we had to clarify that we were talking about the animal in an article, Cougars in Nearby Forests. Straight up, this dude is just talking about the internet. He's not talking about a world of peace. It's just the internet age, man. It's the internet age. We're living in this age now, which I'm sure is the point of the writing, but still. All because we got a pack of 40-year-old divorced soccer moms crying about hurt feelings. They were having picnic parties in the same forest and thought we were writing about them. God, I hope at least one of them gets eaten by their damned namesake. Yeah, it's funny when somebody else hears it, but the smell of rosy perfume still makes my blood boil. Nowadays, nobody can take a joke. They're always out for blood. You can't win. You will always offend somebody. And while some take it graciously, many just love feeling insulted. They relish the thought of ganging up against something. And those hypersensitive bastards are your clients. They're the ones you have to target. I run a goddamn newspaper. The whole point is to present news in the most neutral way possible. Being offended by a newspaper is like being angry at the mirror. Sure, let's go with that. I mean, it's not like he's totally wrong, but hearing it from him is kinda... Damn, look at the time. I need to get back to work soon. Really? I just finished an interview and it must be posted as soon as possible. The fact that we're posting it after the chick finished her concert is enough of a problem already. Something delayed the interview, huh? The interview was supposed to happen last Friday. One of the interns, this meek little girl, was supposed to do it, but for some fucking reason, she just didn't. I spent 2 days negotiating something else instead. Negotiating? Did you have to pay or something? And by meek little girl, did you mean the girl we saw yesterday? Basically, when that encore concert happens, I need to plaster that chick's face all over the front page. I see. Okay then, one last drink before I leave. Give me something bitter to wake me up. Sure. Alright, bitter baby! Bitter like your personality. I'm gonna give you the suplex. Wait, that was not what I needed. Reset. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Why don't we give him a large? Will he care? I'm curious if he'll get trashed. 5, 6. Rocks mix. Here. Yeah, this works just fine. I gave it to him large and he didn't even argue. You know, I feel like I should compensate the poor bastard that took the heat today. Oh? Yeah, that kid Joel, Gene, Guillermo, Hiro, I can't remember his name. That kid is always gushing about that idol I interviewed. Can't remember anyone for shit, but he's annoying enough to make me remember him. So I don't know. I feel like I cock-blocked him big time today by taking his gig away. Worst of all, I left him to fend off a pack of crazy bitches. And that's something I wouldn't wish on anyone, not even my worst enemies. Well, maybe 2 of them. You're sounding so considerate right now. I'm no saint, kid, but I'm a man. And a man must never cock-block another man unless he's trying to fuck your mom. What if it's your dad? Did I stutter? Maybe you can get him tickets or something. Nah, see, that'd mean he'd be off work, and I need him to be at my beck and call tonight. I've seen that brat talk to no end about her, so I know. I'll let him write about her somewhere else in the newspaper. Give him the food critics column. It's shit anyways. I'm so fucking nice. I'm out, kid. Thank you. Please come again. That'd be something interesting to see, I guess. That was, tiring. Hey, Jill, I think I have a problem. Don't tell me. Yep, I can't take the helmet off. Yeah, very funny. Did you check the internet for help? How to take off a Valkyrie helmet type? White Knight helmet. It's not precisely a common query, you know? I could break it, but I don't want to damage a client's property. What? Did you run out of air? I just realized you served the Valkyrie in Valhalla. Shit, don't scare me like that. I don't think you can run out of air without this helmet. What are you gonna do? I know someone that might help me. I'll give her a call. Let's see, where was her number? Oh, here it is. Hey, Iris, I need some unclogging advice. Iris? I've heard Chief call her a couple times. Maybe she's a friend. More importantly, will Chief be fine? She will. Even if there's no God or Buddha, you can always trust boss. Yeah, let's hope you're right. Oh shit. Hey, honey, can you see me? Dorothy. Yeah, I can see you. Why? Really? Man, did they sell me the wrong stuff? Who sold you what? Jill, I'm gonna go out for a bit to buy a screwdriver and bacon. And are you talking to yourself again? No, I'm not. Hello! Oh, hello, Dorothy. Wherever you are. I'll be back in a bit then. She didn't see you? Oh, I get it now. They sold me a VIC jammer, not an optic camouflage system. Care to explain? Have you seen those pics or videos of someone stripping or undressing? But I mean the ones where the clothes are the only thing you see and the other person is invisible. Come again? There's people out there with a fetish for invisible people, where you can only see a few articles of clothes floating about. I was trying to find something that would let me cater to that fetish, but my contact misunderstood my request. I asked him to bring me something that'd make me invisible, and he did, but I'm only invisible to cameras. Even then, wouldn't your clothes be invisible too with such a jammer or something? You have a point. Oh well, I'll work something out. Maybe I'll get a nano camo module. Nano camo? Haven't you heard of Nano Camo? They're a military technology company that recently branched to civilian appliances. They use nanotechnology to make fabric or other materials take any color or texture you want. You can order a module from them and change the color of clothes, walls, and tables with it. Sounds interesting. Maybe I'll look it up. What does that have to do with what you want, though? If I remember correctly, they have a module that makes things almost invisible to the human eye. It was quite pricey last I checked, though. Almost to the human eye? Well, it's not perfect. If you move, you'd be an eerie surroundings colored blob. And we Lilum see things differently, so it's ineffective against us. Oh, is she a robot or a Lilum? Still, it might be what I need. Now, what was that talking to yourself again? Nothing important. Oh, there she is in the TV. Hang on. Oh, I can change the channel. No signal, wrestling. All right, let's put on wrestling, dog. There we go. What are you having? I'm in a good mood, so give me a piano woman. Sure. By name, piano woman. I do wonder, like, who is that lady in the TV that apparently I can see and I do talk to myself to? I'm very curious what that's all about. I mean, she gave me the tutorial of the game, but I don't know, man. Aged and mixed. One piano woman. Thanks. I love these ones, you know? I keep them for special occasions, whenever I'm feeling good or when I need to get out of a slump. And today I feel good. That's nice. All right then, how's this for a bonus payment? Oh, the ticket from Friday. Can't believe I still remember that. That guy was so nice in giving it to me. Too bad it was filled to the brim with dogs. I would have enjoyed the drink here otherwise. I don't think this ticket should be valid. But then again, they were improvised, so there isn't really a contract involved or anything. You know, if you're lonely enough to start talking to yourself, we could hit an arrangement. Keep me fed and I'll keep you company. You'll still need to pay if you want to get naughty, though. I think I'll pass. I already have a cat that does all that. Do you pay him too? Now finish that sentence and I'll make sure you truly become invisible. Fine. Consider this a standing offer, though. Oh, hey, John. Dorothy. Didn't see you here last Friday. I was dealing with some stuff over the weekend. And Monday. Yeah. Was it a girl? I wish. What did you do? I'd rather not talk about it. Hey, honey, what did he do? Gil's been a complete mystery for as long as I've known him. His past is like a nebulous mass that tries to bite him every once in a while. Nebulous? You hear so much random stuff, it's hard to make connections about what happened when. And you know, people lie. Does your boss know about it? She said, I'm not one to judge. Seems like she knows what the hell's going on. But I think I'm better off not knowing. It's not really that necessary, and it's a pain to think about. I'm right here, you know. Did I tell any lies? No, but never mind. Oh yeah, about your boss. Why was she wearing a helmet? She found it, she put it on, now she's stuck. Oh, yeah, randomly putting on stuff you find is problematic. No shit. I mean, there's this girl that wanted to see if she could use a glass bottle as a... bit early for those stories, don't you think? Nope. By the way, it's weird that I didn't see you yesterday. I have a job too, you know? Yeah, but you usually come before you start. Aw, did you miss me that much? Yesterday was a bit different. I worked the entire day. I don't know if I should ask. Oh, it was weird, but not kinky weird. The guy paid me to spend all day pretending to be his daughter. The guy we saw come into the bar, who says some people lie and some people don't. There he is. Connections everywhere, man. Really? Yeah, I go to his house at 11 a.m., dress as requested, and spend all day there. Play some games, occasionally tell him I love him, go to bed when ordered, and then leave. Nothing sexual. I used to expect him to push me against the ground and have his way with me. But after 3 years, it's unlikely that'll happen. 3 years? Yeah, 1 day a year for 3 years now. Oh, but last year he also wanted me to play the part of his daughter's birthday. Wait a second. Does he have a daughter or not? Had. Seems she died 4 years ago. Oh. Yep. I seem to attract that kind of people for some reason. What kind of people? Nobody. I said nothing. Give me a moonblast, would you? Sure. By name. Shit is this game. I like that the mysterious stories are kind of popping up, and it's actually a lot more personal than initially intended. Or expected it to be, rather. But that's a good thing. I like the interconnected stories and stuff. Are we? There we go. There you go. There's something interesting about this drink. I don't actually like it, but I can't stop drinking them. It tastes like a bit of sugar drowned in pure alcohol. Small wonder you feel like that. There's something I've been meaning to ask you. Yes, I'm single and I don't mind that you're a girl. Do you actually mind what anyone is? Not at all. Anyway, it's not about that. Do all DFC-72s look like kids? Yes and no. At a factory, we look like kids because our development needs to be as close to human as possible. Then you look like babies outside the factory? Nope, every fresh DFC-72 looks about 10 to 13. It makes it easier to upgrade later. Upgrade? Once a DFC-72 passes 3 maturity tests, it can opt for a factory upgrade. Said upgrade alters its body to something older. Some go for it, some don't. Will you go through it? I don't know. Right now, I'm a rarity. You don't find many like me in my line of work, so I have an advantage. And I really need that advantage, you know? How so? When people hire me, half the time it's not because I'm me. The amount of role-playing I have to do on a normal night is ridiculous. So if I stop looking underage, I'll lose my advantage over everyone else. I didn't think about it that way. So basically, you allow people to live out really weird, bizarre, perverted pedophilia fantasies? I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. Should I think about it at all? No, you shouldn't. I mean, maybe I'll go through with it if I ever decide to retire or something. But right now, I'm just fine the way I am. Let's see. Whoa! Good evening, Gil. Damn. Jill and Gillian, welcome to... Does that happen a lot? Not really. It would happen less if Jill would just let people call her Jules. Call me Jules, and I'll make sure every time you sit, you'll hear the cling of your shaker. Fine, fine. I'll be with you in a minute, Jamie. Just let me finish here. Sure, no hurry. Hello, sailor. Hello, young lady. Just call me Dorothy. You're Jamie, right? Nice to meet you, Dorothy. Hey, let me buy you a drink. Oh, I couldn't let you do that. I insist. I got a hefty bonus the other day, and today I'm in a good mood. I suppose it'd be impolite of me to reject. Sure, I'll take your offer. Yay, honey, I'll have a big sunshine cloud. I'll be fine with just a gut punch. Come on, don't be stingy. Ask for something more expensive. I'd rather not. Man, that girl puts me on edge with the way she addresses people. All right, then, let me get your orders. 1 big sunshine cloud and 1 gut punch. All right, sunshine cloud. 2 Adelaide, 2 Bronson, and optional ketamine, so we'll just throw some in there. On the rocks, blended. So we gotta wait. Boom, and then, oh, so it goes right to slot 2. And, oh, that was supposed to be a big sunshine cloud. Shit. Reset that. I'm glad I can go back. All right, we'll just top it off with frickin' as much booze as I possibly can. All right, sorry about how much fucking alcohol I put in there, but I'm gonna booze you the fuck up. Okay. Next, I need to click on that. There we go. Now we need the gut punch. Is it a big gut punch? I don't think so. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One of these, optional ketamine. So we'll just go ahead and booze the fuck out of that as well. All aged, mixed. Boom, boom. Here and here. Thank you. All in order. Thank you, Dorothy. Don't mention it. And thank you, Jill. It's my job. Hey, Dorothy, may I ask you something? Rather private. If you need a price list, I have a convenient card with updated fees. I can give you a discount if you pay for the room or invite me to dinner. No, thank you. It's not about that. Then go ahead. I don't think you can ask me something I've never been asked before. Is it true that the DFC-72 line leaves tracking nanomachines in the other person after they violate every hole in your body regardless of its original purpose? Yes. That's a semi-myth that nobody has tried to dispel. It's true, but also not true at the same time. Care to explain? We do have tracking nanomachines, but they're released when the body enters alert mode. When we're being assaulted or the like. That way the authorities can chase down the attacker. It's kind of buggy, though. I've heard stories of DFC-72s who marry, get nervous on their wedding night, and BAM! Their partners end up spending the honeymoon in jail. I see. And besides, I've modded myself so much that if any tracking nanomachines were still being released, I'd have to commend their tenacity, to be honest. There's also this urban myth that nanomachines help improve performance, but that's just silly. Now I get to ask you something. Sure, go ahead. How much of you is still organic? Just enough that my skin still heals over time. Come on, you know that's not what I mean. I'll tell you that and nothing more, young lady. Fine, see if I care. Honey, I'm going. I'll leave you with this meanie. Thank you, please come again. That girl's something else, huh? She's so earnest about what she does that it's kind of hard not to root for her. She also has no qualms about anything whatsoever, and that becomes a problem from time to time. Alright, I'm done here. Right, I'm gonna go and take my... Gil! I need your girly hands for a second here. Coming! Sorry, can you take care of him while I help her? Sure, no problem. I apologize if I'm taking time from your break. Nah, don't worry about it. Sorry, you'll have to deal with me. You're no problem, Jill. Yeah, but you usually seem to have a blast when Gil's the one serving you. Anyway, do you want something else? Can you make me a Mars Blast? That I can. Drink name. Mars Blast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. All just blended. Nice and easy. You know, when it's done. Here you go. Bitter and mind-numbing. Just like war. Oh, well, damn. Have you been to war? Life's a war we fight every day, Jill. So you haven't been to a war. Not to an official one, at least. There's something I've been wondering for a while now. What could that be? First, it was how a professional assassin could be so polite and pleasant to be around. What kind of world are we living in? Little girl sex robots? Professional assassins? But I guess your line of work doesn't have to any bearing on your personality. Thanks a lot. What I've often wondered about is how can you be so calm here? Aren't you worried about police or the like? Well, first of all, I try to keep everything as clean as possible. Second, I don't come here looking for trouble, so I don't raise suspicion. And finally, you can thank your boss for easing my mind about other folks. My boss? I've seen what she's done. I feel safe here. She could take care of things if I went haywire. Haywire? You? Don't mind that. Hard not to mind it if you just said, You wouldn't happen to know how she got her mechanical arm, would you? I heard she lost her original fighting a cyborg wrestler that had gone rogue. Just a rumor, though. Damn, I still don't know then. Have you tried asking her? She told me it's more interesting if it's left a mystery. Which leads me to believe that she might have started some of the rumors herself. They're believable because she's her. Maybe I'll see her in action one day. You should. It's quite the show. Good news, Jill. Helmet came off and you can take your break. Finally. It's always a pleasure, Jamie. Thank you, Jill. Boss break. All right. And this is where we're going to save it and end the episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying Valhalla, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.